What did you think about Royce's performance tonight? It just seemed like, especially early on, he went on that 9-0 run by himself. It was a nice comeback after that rough game last time.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It was nice to see Royce have a good performance. It was good to see Brock Bodum hit a couple threes, and but yeah, Royce did some good things. He did some good things, and hopefully that gives him more confidence in what he's capable of doing.
Is that something that, after a rough performance like that, you make a concerted effort to get him the ball, get his confidence back up?
You know, a lot of good coaches would do that. I didn't. He just found ways to score within our system and did it on his own.
I guess, Ken, you know, the 20 points from Royce is pretty important. Also, he had no turnovers, though. How important is that for your point guard?
It's huge. And Mike Ladd, you know, he's a senior. We took 56 shots as a team, and he only took 3 shots. He had 5 assists and no turnovers. So for, you know, 2 guys playing that point position to have 8 assists and no turnovers is very good.
And I guess, what were you looking for coming into this game out of your team, and what do you see coming out of this game?
Was looking for effort and playing together as a team, and I did think we gave good effort. Disappointed the last few minutes, but we were putting guys out there that are really banged up. Dominic Ballard turned his ankle yesterday. Bryce Levitt's been out for about 4 or 5 days with a bad ankle. Keaton's knees have been really bad, so we ended up putting guys out there at the very end that probably should not have played even tonight. But other than that, I thought our effort was great.
You're the first.
Is he ready? Jerry,
over the Portland Pilots here. Coach Ken Bone already answered some questions in the media lounge, so we'll listen in and then get a chance to, it sounds like coaches between questions. Ken, you ready to go?
Ready to go.
I know you've covered a little bit already, but let's just talk just a little bit about this game. 72-60, the final score closer than the game would indicate with the way things went early in the second half with the Cougs. Just overall, your thoughts on your team's play tonight? Well,
I like the way our guys played together as a unit. 14 assists on the game was good, and I like the fact that we guarded the post pretty well. I thought our guys worked really hard getting around the post. Ryan Nicholas does a great job, you know, and he made 5 field goals, but they were all from the 3-point line. So maybe we didn't guard him well in the arc, or their team, being that they were 11 of 25. But the game plan was to protect the paint, because they're very good at getting the ball inside and being efficient within 5-6 feet of basket. So I like the fact that our guys battled and did a good job with their post defense.
A 19-3 run after the game was tied at 8. It was predicated by defense and then hitting some shots. Royce Woolridge had a little mini run of his own in there, and you had to be happy with the defense there. And then it seemed like early in the second half you weren't as happy with some of the closeouts on some of those 3-point shots.
Yeah, I didn't think we got through screens very well on a few possessions the second half, and there were times where I felt like we were playing the score, and that's irritating. You know, you get up 10, 15, 20, whatever it is, and all of a sudden things start slipping. You know, maybe shot selection or on the offensive end could be, you know, when to drive, where to drive. Is there someone there? You just run right into people. And then, like you just mentioned, not getting out on 3-point shooters when they're screens. So I thought when there was a sense of urgency earlier in the game, the score was closer, we did a good job. But once we separated from them, there were a few minutes there where we were not very good.
Did you change the way you were attacking their zone maybe at halftime? It looked like you started really trying to enter through the baseline a little more than up through the top.
Yeah, we just did a better job of getting it down to the baseline. That's always been the plan, is to hit the high post in the short corner. And I think in the second half we just did a better job of getting the ball to the short corner.
It was, we're going to talk to Brock here in a few minutes, but it was an interesting game for Brock. He started off, had a tough time getting the ball into the basket, but just persisted and ended up shooting 50% from the floor and had 29 points and 7 rebounds.
Yeah, he earned those. Boy, there were a few times where I thought he was getting banged around pretty good. Maybe I missed it, but I thought he was getting banged around pretty good, and he just fought through it and had some success down there.
We talked in the pregame about rebounding, and you ended up with a tremendous rebounding advantage tonight, 45-27, including 12 on the offensive glass.
Yeah, 12 on the offensive glass was very good, and then holding them to only 4 and yet they shot 18 for 50. So 32 missed shots, and they only came up with 4 offensive rebounds. I thought that was very good on our part, screening out.
I know you're still trying to get some of your young guys some experience and let them grow up a little bit. There were 2 defensive sequences. Junior Longress was in the game. He got a block on one, and then the next time drew a charge, and I know that brought a smile to your face.
Yeah, Junior did a good job. You know, he worked so hard, him and Brett both, for freshmen. You know, they go in there and they really bring it and play as hard as they can every possession. And it's much appreciated by not only our staff, but their teammates. I think our guys really like playing with those 2 because their effort is always good.
Royce Woolridge at the guard spot, 20 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers, a 20-point game, his high as a collegiate.
Yeah, he did a good job tonight. Really happy for him that he made some shots, and he's capable of doing that. We see that a lot in practice, but tonight, seeing him go for 20 was really good.